Yes, he is.
He's not even saying nothing.
He likes it. Give.
Oh no.
Bro, why is Twitch letting these people wipe their dookie makers on this guy? Like, what the fuck is happening? Maybe I'm the crazy one, right? But even if this wasn't SA, why is this shit happening on Twitch? Why do they even feel like they're allowed to do this? In case you guys missed it, 8 months ago, right, this FaZe assistant named Zaid, who also goes by Said, was chased down and assaulted by these group of ladies multiple times, right? This isn't just a one time. I'm going to show multiple clips in a minute. And it's just rancid, bro. It's like, I don't understand how these people even think they're allowed to get away with this and why no one stepped in. I'm gonna show you some more clips. I'm gonna let you guys make your own opinion. And you got people saying it's a skit, right? He's actively playing along because he's smiling. I kind of disagree, right? I see where you're coming from, right? It seems like he's laughing along, but I think the pressure of the situation, right? One, it's girls messing with a guy. So he does, I don't think he wants to come across as like a rude individual, right? But he's actively, like, if you watch his body movements, he's trying to get away. After the original clip, right? I'm gonna put it right here. He immediately runs as soon as he realizes they're not paying attention to him no more and he can get away. And here he's like passively resisting, and that's the main problem, or that's the main point, right? But they're just not stopping. Nobody's doing anything to really back him up, you know? And I have to cut the video a little bit out of context, right? Because YouTube's already striked multiple channels and creators for showing this video. So hopefully I'm giving you guys enough content. I would search out the real videos, right? The full-on videos by yourself. I'm going to link them in the description. Hopefully that's fine and okay with YouTube. I don't quite know. I'm still learning, right? And they're like, it churns to a point where they're strangling the dude. She's on her back, literally holding his hoodie and choking him. Like, and this should be the breaking point. She's literally strangling the guy, right? This is where everybody needs to come in and be like, yo, this is too far, get off of him, too far. And luckily it does come in at the end, right? She goes and hops off him, but she tries to take off his socks, which is another weird thing, you know what I'm saying? And he's like passive resisting that, right? Resisting that. And the assault doesn't even end there, right? We got one more final video.
Why? Chat. Why my boyfriend here? Why my boyfriend here? He didn't even say hi. Boyfriend!
This shit pisses me off, right? This is literally this meme. And just to be clear, I'm not calling him a loser, right? These girls will find somebody that has, like, confidence issues, right? Somebody that's not gonna, like, stand up and stand out for themselves, right? And they'll do this thing where they're like, your fake best friend, your fake boyfriend and shit. And the reason why I know is because I had this happen to me, right? These girls are trying to be, like, my friend and shit like that. It's, like, funny to assume, right? It's, like, funny to think, like, oh, maybe they're actually trying to be your friend, and I'm just, like, a fucking weird schizophrenic, right? But it's, like, it's not, bro. They come across as friendly, right? They make it, they play this card, right? Where if you go to explain it to somebody else, it makes it seem like they're nice. Like how she's doing it. She's like, where's my boyfriend and stuff? Like somebody wouldn't, like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody wouldn't take that as a bad thing, right? But to you, it's like awful. It's like, you don't want to be associated with these people, right? They're not actually your friend. They're only using you as a social joke to get social points with their group. And that's where it comes in. And that's why it's so evil, because it literally destroys your confidence. It's a literal attack on your confidence, you know? And it's so horrible because they do this shit to people that they know will not defend themselves.
Wait, the kids. Get home.
This is right at the end of the clip, right? She retwerks on the dude for 8 seconds, right? And she realized, oh yeah, there's kids there, so I should stop. Which is a good thing, right? But it's like, you shouldn't stop because of the kids. I mean, you should, right? But you should also stop because you're assaulting this guy. You're assaulting this guy in front of kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, there's a double negative. There's two reasons here why you should stop assaulting him. And this is when the story becomes outrageous, right? They literally banned both these girls for 1 day. Like, I just do not understand why you would ban them from 1 day after watching, like, all these videos. Like, it makes no sense. There has to be something behind the scenes, right? Because it's like, if you just change the genders, right? I know that's what everybody's saying, but it's so true. These people would be permanently banned. They'd be permanently gone. And it's like, it's like they constantly say, oh, we take assaults very, very serious, but they just show us they do not care. It's like, I don't understand how Amazon lets these people get away with this. Like, there has to be something behind the scenes, right? But 8 months has passed. So it's like all the information should be out by now. But it's just like they just literally did nothing. They literally did not care. They literally let these people get off scot-free. And it's just, how does Amazon let this happen? How does Dan Clancy not see this and be like, oh yeah, I need to fire some people, I need to redo management? It literally makes no sense. Somebody has to step in and stop this shit. But I'm going to get into these girls' apologies, right? Let's see what they have to say.
And this whole thing, y'all know exactly what situation I'm talking about. This whole thing just made me realize, bro, that I gotta do better. I gotta do better as a person. I got people supporting me. I got people looking up to me, and I gotta do better, bro. And if things happen, you know, instead of just wondering if it's really wrong or not, I'm just gonna go up there and say, yo, bro, that was my fault. And I'm very sorry for traumatizing you.
It's like, it started off good, right? She's like, oh, I'm gonna take accountability. Then it turned into, I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm gonna say sorry anyways. It's like, what are you talking about? How do you not know what you did wrong? And it's like, why would you say that? Like, that just makes you look so bad. It's like, I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm gonna say sorry, so hopefully you accept my apology now. Update real quick, I found a newer video of her talking about the situation.
Who are we talking about? Guys, we were talking about Saeed. And this situation, what I'm talking about, has nothing to do with YBG and none of that. So I don't want to hear his name, but it only has to do with me and Saeed. And listen, I'm old enough to own up to what I did wrong. And during the situation, I genuinely 100% thought it was a joke. I just thought he was laughing, so I'm like, oh, like we all just laughing and geeking. But yeah, I see. It is wrong. It is really, really wrong. And what we did was wrong. You know, he clearly was uncomfortable with it, you know, and he was very hurt by it. So that's all that we know. But I do want to let him know, I got mad love for Saeed. Like, no matter how much or what he says about me, I do got mad love for Saeed, and he's been nothing but great. I said this 3 times already. He's been nothing but a good person to be around, always welcoming. Even after the situation, every time he's seen me, like, hey Nina, how you doing? I always go, hey Saeed, how are you? Like, it's like seeing an old.
And she's saying this is a joke, right? It's like, these type of jokes, right? You need to make complete sure that they're okay. This is like before the bit, we have a conversation about this. You know what I'm saying? You don't talk after the conversation. I hope they had a talk before this, right? Because if they did, it would look really, really bad. But it doesn't seem like it. It seems like an improvised, like, oh, we're doing this out of nowhere, and this is the new bit. And it's like, we never really talk to this guy and make sure he's okay with it. But if more information comes out, right, I'd obviously like to know. But right now, right, it still looks like she's on the wrong. Even after, like, she regrets it and everything. That doesn't excuse what happened.
I didn't mean to make him feel uncomfortable whatsoever. And I know that I definitely crossed the line with everything. I was just trying to be funny, and I was just trying to make a moment for the stream. And I see that what I did came off all wrong. And it's on me. I take full accountability for that. I just want to say, Saeed, and to anybody out there that I made feel uncomfortable, I'm genuinely, genuinely sorry. I'll definitely do better moving forward. I want this stream life to be fun. I want it to be wild, and I want everybody to feel comfortable and have a good time, but definitely not at the cost of somebody feeling uncomfortable or feeling violated. So moving forward, I'm just definitely going to, you know, make everybody feel comfortable.
I mean, I think that's just a simple, okay, good apology. It's obviously not my my spot or your spot to be like, yeah, this apology is a good one, I accept it. Because it doesn't really matter to us, but I think it's important to just review them and just say what we think. I think it's okay. It does not excuse her actions, though, obviously, and there will be punishment. Like, there should be consequences for your actions, you know? I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a content warning, right? We're going to get into Ced's response, and he talks a little bit about dark subjects and stuff like that. So if you're worried about hearing about suicide and stuff like that, I'd click off the video. But let's see what he has to say.
Basically, I didn't want this whole thing to have an outcome like this. I mean, I didn't want it to, like, them being banned is not really anything to me, because at the end of the day, like, sexual assault is a crime. And people that say that it's not sexual assault, I don't know what you think sexual assault is, or anything like that. I don't know. I just, ever since that this whole thing resurfaced, like every single time it resurfaces, it just takes a toll on me, and I just don't want to talk about it. just because of that. And like the main thing for me is like I don't want my parents to see it and then have them like break down over it, because I did later on tell my parents about the sexual assault, and my mom, she ended up crying for a whole month and felt like it was her fault. Because I do have a history of suicidal thoughts and stuff like that. And that day I was alone, and I just didn't want to, like, I just sat there and thought to myself over and over again. I will be taking time to deal with it myself, and I'll obviously try and work on being more vocal about it, and I really hope that people learn from this and try and understand like other people can deal with stuff like this and you probably don't even know. And the thing that hurt me the most was when they said I should be embarrassed, that I'm probably embarrassed.
And obviously this whole situation even happened. Like, I'm literally at a loss of words. I don't really know what to say. I feel horrible for this dude. This whole thing shouldn't even have happened. It's so depressing and sad that this guy has to go through this. And of course, right before I launched the video, we have some new breaking news. A new video dropped where supposedly a video resurfaced of Silky's assistant said willingly dancing with Zoe Spencer days later of the allegation, right? And I can't really confirm or deny. I tried to find the video, and I might be stupid, right? I cannot find the proper live stream. I'm not a good investigator. I'm not a good journalist. You know what I'm saying? You guys watch my videos. I'm trying to get better at it, right? So if anybody can find it and let me know, I'm like trying to fact check this. I'm going through and like reading all these comments and stuff, but nobody's like really giving me like a good fact check of like, oh no, this is wrong, this is right. But either way, I don't think it matters. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. It's just them twerking. It's just her twerking on him. Because it's like, if the assault happened a week early, sorry, I clicked on it. If an assault happened a few days earlier, right, he might just be like trying to keep up appearances. You know what I'm saying? It's like a slow eat. And I do feel it the same way. I'm going to play it in a second fully for you guys, right? And I'm going to give my opinion live. See, it's simple. He's definitely playing along in this clip, right? And I mean, if this changes your opinion on the whole thing, then it changes your whole opinion on this thing, right? I still think there's very good evidence to say that, one, he was pressured into this, right? Maybe not this video alone, but especially with the other ones, right? He did not give consent there. The other videos, it seems like he did not get consent. If more evidence come out, I'd be willing to go back and retrack everything, right? But for me right now, that's just how it seems. That's how it appears to me. And I'm just trying to be clear. I'm trying to give this the best light, not best light it can give, but I'm trying to give the most facts it can give. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to be honest. And this whole situation is bad. I think this whole thing could have been avoided if Twitch just didn't let people twerk on stream. It's like, why is there all this sexual content on Twitch? You know what I'm saying? This used to be a gaming platform. I get they're trying to move past this. But you open this big old can of worms, and they're not actively or even doing their best to like govern the platform so things like this doesn't happen. They literally, like, I just don't have people twerking on people, and this whole problem gets solved immediately. These people should be afraid of doing sexual content on their streams, and they shouldn't get easy engagement, easy fucking clicks because you have a girl twerking on your stream. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's literally the key to free views, and it's like Twitch shouldn't let these people be exploiting it. Anyways, guys, just let me know what you think, right? Do you guys believe that he was assaulted? I believe he was assaulted, right? Does this clip change your opinion? I totally understand if this clip changes your opinion. It looks bad for him. However, if we watch, like, the clip before, it looks like he's hurting. It looks like he's going through a lot. So I totally see both sides to this, right? Especially after this last clip. I think he's assaulted. I think justice still needs to be served. Anyways, guys, I hope more information comes out when we get a better understanding of the story, but I just don't think so. So much time has passed, and it still seems like we have nothing. I love you guys. Like I said, let me know what you think, and I'm signing off. Good night. You guys stay safe.